everyone, welcome back to the Diabetic Diet Show. Today's dinner is a fantastic Chinese meal. It's a beef noodle stir-fry with bell peppers, scallions, bok choy, so noodles, beef, and we also have rice wine vinegar, sesame oil, soy sauce, quarter cup of water, and I'm going to mix it all up. Now you don't have to remember all these ingredients because if you click on the subscribe button, then you'll see the more button, and that's where I list all the ingredients. Or you can go to my website, which is jamestbds.blogspot.com. Also, while I'm thinking of it, the question of the day is, do you like beef? If you like beef, click on the thumbs up button. Doing a survey. How many people like beef? Click on the thumbs up button. Well, let's get started. I need to heat up the pan with some olive oil and get my beef cooking. It's a grass-fed beef, so it should be delicious. That'll be just a minute. Now while that's cooking, I have my ingredients, and I'll just move the full bottles out of the way here. So let's just throw them right in a mixing bowl and put them all in there together like that. And I'm going to use a quarter cup of water. So I might have a little bit more in there than a quarter cup, so I might not want to use all of it. Now you can whisk it, or you can use my new fancy toy that I just got. I might try both, but all you have to do is push it and it spins. Isn't that cool? So, here we go. Works pretty good. And while I'm doing this, the stove and the pan is starting to heat up. When it starts to bubble and smoke a little bit, you'll know you have it made. That works real well. Let's get this beef in here. Pieces just like this. Now some salt and pepper. Let's let that sit. Here's our ingredients mix. Let's go through these vegetables. The fruits and vegetables, you know, you always have to wash. So here is my red pepper, and you just want to cut like this, and then you want to save that little bottom off there. For a different recipe, and you can cut the top, or you can cut lower. Now what I'm going to do on this is I'm going to cut right in the middle, just like this, and I'm going to leave this for another day. I'm going to put some bacon and eggs in that, and this is going to be a really good little breakfast. I'm just going to cut them like that. I can finish after I wash it. Now bok choy, you have to just take bok choy and you basically just cut right down the center to expose it like this, and then that's where you wash it. So right in the center, cut the bok choy, throw it in your wash container. Let's check this. You know, your meat has to be 165 when you're all done. You basically cook the pink out of it and it gets quiet. That's how you know it's done. I'll check it. just a little more. Let's work on the green onions or scallions. You want to cut the bottom part root off and get rid of that little part there. Then you want to cut little circles all the way up the white until you hit the green in the middle. Then you cut the green stalk, pitch it, and continue to cut. This will be your garnish. If there's anything bad in here that you don't like, this is a good time to get rid of things that are discolored or don't look delicious. Here we go. I just kind of wash the bottom to get any dirt out. And then I wash the tops. They say this washing really does get remaining things off, and anything that you don't get when you wash, they say is perfectly safe. So there we go with that. Pitch the extra leaves. And I have my red peppers. And just a quick cleanup now. So I just go over here, go look for anything that's pink. Look for anything that's pink and not burnt. And I can just take my thermometer. Okay, it's all done, so let's go ahead and pull this out. I have this fancy drip tray. Now we can go ahead and throw this in. We'll get that red bell pepper and these scallions cooking just like that. And a little bit of salt and pepper. Now we can go ahead and cut up the bok choy while we're waiting. So what I do with the bok choy is I cut off the very bottom at an angle like that, and then I just cut at an angle, and then cut it off. Again, cut off the very bottom. It's like the heel of the root. Up the root. Up the V, just like that, to get rid of that root. Now we have to throw the bok choy in. If there's anything you don't like, go ahead and pull it out. Looks real good. Now let's go ahead and get these noodles in here. I'm just going to break them up with my fingers. You know how pasta noodles are, they're starchy and they stick together. These are really going to be delicious. Now let's get our ground beef in on top of this. Here's a little tip for you. Whenever I throw a dish in the sink, I use a pre-spray. Now we're going to go ahead and put our mix in on top of this. You know, that always lowers the temperature when you do that. Wow, does it smell good? And it looks good too. This is going to be so delicious. Let's go ahead and turn the stove off. Just give it a little bit of a stir. This was on an easy factor. This was definitely a 10 easy. On a mess, makes a little mess on your counter. I'll admit that. But it is so delicious, it's worth making. So also, don't forget our question of the day. If you like beef, click on the thumbs up button. Subscribe, please. Be sure to hit the bell if you want to see more of the videos. This is the simplest meal I think I've ever made. I mean, cooking eggs was more complicated, and it's going to be delicious. Thanks for watching. That's my show for the day. Bye for now.